Yeah, this is April, and I'm Norma.
Well, April can come up too.
No, April.
As Julie mentioned, we're really proud of Osborne for doing what you've done. You've created a club, participated in the program. We're very grateful to DTE for sponsoring this and supporting it. And together, we're able to reach out to you. We have programs now at the elementary level and at the secondary level. We're extremely proud of this group. You're like our pioneers, and we're really happy that you've been the first ones. So we have a plaque here that I'd like Ms. Parker to accept. It says to Osborne Upper School of Global Communication and Culture, the hope of tomorrow is our greatest gift. The American Red Cross salutes Osborne Upper School of Global Communication and Culture for participation in the Team Red program. This is Team Red. Thank you, 2011.
Persevere in the learning service. You come out on the Saturdays, you clean up trees, you go out into the community, you put up posters, you invite the community in, hands-on CPR, you've been trained by the Red Cross. I mean, you've just made a real difference in your life as well as in the future of the community. You are our future leaders by participating, and I want to congratulate and thank you.
You know, the Red Cross helps people get trained to prevent emergencies as well as to respond to them. And Angels Night is coming up. And we think that you will be making your community safer in preventing emergencies. And Angels Night is sort of an extension of what you will be doing in the community. You're an extension of Angels Night here in this community. And really a lot of congratulations for you giving up your free time and a lot of gratitude that we have to DTE for supporting this program. And with that, I'd like to introduce Carla Hall, who's the Vice President of the DTE Energy Foundation.
Thank you, Jen, very much. Good afternoon to all of you. Waiting to get my donut also. The DTE Energy Foundation is very pleased to partner with the American Red Cross of Southeastern Michigan to bring this important fire preparedness program to Detroit schools. I don't know about any of you guys. Has anyone in here actually been in a fire, a home fire? I was in a home fire when I think I was maybe 5 or 6 years old. I think I was in the kindergarten. And we lived in a 4-family flat, and we had 1 bedroom in the back of the flat. And I think my mother, my father, and my sister, who was like 1 year old, were asleep in the bedroom. My older sister and I were on couches in the living room. That's where we slept. And I remember kind of waking up, and I remember telling my sister that I smelled smoke. And she said, oh, this is probably just mama burning some bacon or something like that, go back to sleep. And I did, and a little while later, I said, I remember very clearly, I said, Tanya, the wall is hot. And she was just like, what are you talking about? Go back to sleep. So, you know, it was disturbing to me. I knew something was going on, but I'm listening to my older sister. And sure enough, I don't know the time, how much time had lapsed. Probably wasn't very much. We heard somebody was banging on our door and said, get out, there's a fire. And we went and got our parents. I remember we were running. We opened the front door, and the door to go out of the building was literally at arm's reach. The fire consumed the staircase and everything before we could even reach and go out the door. And luckily for us, we had a back door. And by us being on the ground level of a 4-family flat, we were able to run and go out that back door. I remember it like it was yesterday. And there were 2 older ladies alone in the apartment. apartments upstairs. One lady, her husband had just come home from work. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning or something. And they were trying to convince these ladies to jump out the window so they could catch them. And the one lady did it, and I'm not making this up, I swear. The one lady's husband, he only had one arm. You remember these kind of things, you know, when you're a kid. He had an artificial limb. And they're trying to convince these women to jump out the window, or else they wouldn't survive. The one lady jumped out. The other lady didn't trust him, and she tied some sheets onto something. She ended up falling out the window. But she just broke an ankle or something like that. She ended up being okay. So we found out later on, the guy right across the hall from us had fallen asleep with a cigarette, and it burned his couch and spread through the building. But I remember it was on the news and everything, and now I've grown up and become very vain. I just remember, why did they have like my underwear on or something? What do you sleep in when you're 5 years old? But I even remember from back then that the Red Cross came to our rescue. And I don't even know if I've ever told any of you guys this story, but it actually dawned on me while I was standing here. But it's all true. But I just will never forget how fast that fire traveled, and in seconds. And every time I tell the sister to my story, she denies it, you know, that she didn't encourage us to get up and find out what was going on. But it is not a pleasant experience. So, you know, that's my personal take on it. And clearly on behalf of DT Energy, you know, we realize that fires, you know, are a huge, huge issue in our Detroit community. And that's why we're especially proud that the Red Cross has this program that we can support. And we really want to make a difference in the community for our customers. And I just think it's very important. And I'm really proud that all of you guys are participating in this program to help us learn the best way to be prepared for fire, so you're not like my family, and also how to prevent them. So again, thank you very much for letting us be here today. Thank